bet you're all wondering the same thing. What is NBA 2K21 all about, both current gen and next gen?
So we're going directly to the developers to ask.
Gameplay director Mike Wayne joins us here on 2K TV. Mike, how are you?
Hey, it's great to see you guys.
How has development been staying at home during this tough period?
Oh man, it's been a whirlwind. I mean, I think at first it was a little bit rocky. We're all trying to learn the ropes, and over time it's gotten smoother and smoother, and now we're pretty much 100% efficiency, and we're going strong.
We're so excited to have you back on the show, as always. But Mike, I know you can't give away everything, but the big question has been, is next gen just going to be the same game but 2.0?
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flat.
Big game tonight.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, glad you could join us tonight. It's the Sacramento Kings going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they lost game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. A standout now in this league. Che just corralled his first ever Player of the Month award, big fella. Your thoughts?
He earned it with stellar play at both ends of the court, and he's shown he could be consistent with it too.
You know, this kid's something special, guys. I mean, it's really special. The way Che dominated, you'll start to hear the MVP, MVP, MVP whispers going on, Ernie. MVP.
Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Barnes.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now it's ended down to David Aldridge standing by from the sidelines. David?
De'Aaron Fox talked about his mentality on the court. He put the ball in his hands. He says, I'm going to take over the game. It doesn't have to be scoring, just always attacking. Always. Got to be a dog. Don't back down from anyone. Kevin, I know you're a dog. Back to you.
A little intimidation factor, D.A. Thanks. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green is out there with the kid, and it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Kings, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Parker out there with Holmes, and it's Fox in at the point. Hield outside. To the inside, Holmes. And he converts the layup. Holmes got his team on the board to start the game for Sacramento.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jabari Parker. Lakers shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Now, here's Fox. And the rebound goes to Howard. The pass to Davis. Green breaking loose, and it's Davis missing. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Portland.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas. but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Taking 2 shots. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
That's good from Barnes.
And you got to appreciate the overall game of Barnes. He's efficient as a scorer and also works hard at the defensive end.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's the kid. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Some news now about Shea. He was named Player of the Month for the first time in his terrific young career. Easy to see why when you look at his numbers.
Man, the way he attacked all month long and led his team to victories can't be ignored. And the NBA got it right in naming Shea Player of the Month. Hard to argue with that decision.
Here's Fox following the basket by LeBron James. Fox passes to Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
Boy, you got to respect the long-range accuracy of Barnes now. When he gets a little daylight, he's dangerous from the perimeter.
And they get it back. They get it back. Here's Howard. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Green against Hield. Now, here's Fox. He's tightly guarded. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Here's the kid, guarded by Fox. Good work defensively by Fox.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They trail by 3. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Now here's Hield. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from the kid. Well, it was announced last month that Shea is the NBA's Rookie of the Month. Hard to argue, Greg, with that pick when you look at what he's done.
And the numbers speak for themselves. And I'm glad the NBA has taken notice of what Shea is doing on the floor. Could be the first of many awards for him.
Hield kicks to Barnes. And Holmes now, top of the key. That's a 2 from Hield. Again, the miss by the King.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Passes it to the kid. Howard in the post, guarded by Holmes. Davis on the follow.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here's Hield. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. It's Fox with the drive. That one goes. Count it.
Fox never afraid to take it right at the defense on the drive. An excellent display of speed there.
Floats it up for Davis.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
And here is Holmes. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Pass to Fox. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Fox has got 6 points. Lakers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Here's the kid, guarded by Fox. Here's Rojo, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Clark, midseason rumors now in full session. When a player requests a trade, how strongly do you think that affects team chemistry?
You know, Kevin, I'm all for players voicing their choice and actually having an opportunity to express themselves, but it can be detrimental if a player in the middle of the season makes it known that he's not interested in being there. It can have a terrible effect on team chemistry, in my opinion.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 6. The feed now to Parker. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
So the Kings called timeout. They're first. And LeBron James, Clark, climbing the all-time scoring list. Last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Checking out the stats for Hill. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's averaging about 19 points per, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now here's Hield. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And the wide open shot from Green. Sinks the three-pointers.
And Green is a world-class sniper. Laser. An excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Here's Fox. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Floats it up for James. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
The Kings trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Knocks it down, and the bucket from the kid. The kid's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Pass to Hield. Back to Fox. Shot clock at 6. There's the pass to Holmes. Over Howard. The 19-footer is on the money.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there, Kevin. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Here's the kid. 7 points in the game. To the paint. To the wing right side. And another basket for the Lakers.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
The Kings trailing. Now Hield. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Now here's Fox. Not a lot of room. And it's blocked. But they get it back. Pass to Holmes. 2 on the clock. Healed from outside. No good. And it's the Lakers the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Now here's Barnes. 5 points in the game.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Timeout called by the Kings. But there are a lot of great playmakers in this NBA that sometimes we don't talk about or under the radar.
Yeah, there are. Again, so many outstanding players in a league of 30 teams. But, you know, Drew Holiday has been outstanding as a big playmaking guard, as good scoring the ball as he is playmaking. Draymond Green, not a guard, but makes decisions and passes the ball like a high-level guard, and is extremely valuable in that Warriors attack. Those two guys are a little bit undervalued for their ability to make their teammates better.
Good point. Platoon swap here for Sacramento. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the end. Substitutions. Here's Fox. 6 points for him. No good on the quick three. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Deshaun Holmes out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Barnes in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
For Los Angeles, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Fox with the ball for Sacramento. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the kid in his last game against the Trailblazers really lit up the floor. He contributed 51 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
Holmes. That one goes in. Holmes got 6 points. Lakers leading by 23. Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down.
Yeah, they call him the freight train. LeBron James, when he's coming down the court like that, good luck trying to stop him.
Sacramento's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Fox dishes to Barnes. That's tipped. The 17-footer, and he nails the jumper. He has 7.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's the kid, guarded by Fox. Green passes to Howard. And a missed layup. The Kings shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And that one's good. Barnes.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's James. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
So it's Sacramento now. Fox with it. 6 points for him. And the kid picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Barnes. Almost, but it rolls out.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that. You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
This Kings squad is struggling. Now here's Hield. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Fox. Shot clock at 5. Trying to find Holmes. Gets it to him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Hard not to respect how good Fox is in the pick and roll. Excellent at making the pocket pass.
LeBron passes to the kid. Outside, Davis. And they double up Davis. A nice shot by Howard.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Kings have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Fox looking it over. And here is Holmes. He's got 8. Out to the right wing. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 8 points.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Fox continues to get better from the mid-range just the way he wants to.
LeBron is doubled. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stump.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. So teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today. Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
You take a look at Hield. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend. But, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And the excitement for this year's three-point contest keeps growing as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. Some amazing shooters in line to take part.
Hard to pick a winner out of that group of contenders, but safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now here's Hield. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Holmes passes to Parker. Double team on Parker, and stolen by Howard. Here's Davis, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And it's the Kings with the ball. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues that they just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
Here's the kid after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Rojo, field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 at that basket.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. Pass to Holmes. He dishes it to Barnes.
I see him. Yo, kick it out.
And the rejection by James.
Using his length and timing and bounce to perfection there. LeBron James, an excellent shot blocker.
Harry Giles is checked in for Jabari Parker. And the Lakers also making a change. Murray's checked in for LeBron. Here's Hield. On the clock. Nailed from three-point land. Hield's got his second basket of the night.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
The kid passes to Howard. And yes, it's good. Howard's got his third basket of the night right there.
There's an example of that strength that Dwight Howard possesses. I love seeing him fight through contact.
Here's Fox. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Shots are just blowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Down low. Here's Davis. Again, the Lakers.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 14. Barnes outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. 12 points for Harrison Barnes.
Boy, he's doing everything he can. At this point, the rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And the rejection by Holmes. Nobody near Barnes. They get the rebound. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
The first one falls. And some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa. He checks in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Buddy Hield. Markieff Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Waiters comes in for the kid. He's perfect from the line this time. Los Angeles leading by 7. Making some changes here. Now Fox. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. No good from outside. And so it's Los Angeles with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly.
I was just hoping whoever was listening know I ain't taking for granted. I may not be on this planet, and don't understand
after a very lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with Howard, and it's the kid in at the point. The Kings trail by 20. Outside, Fox. Barnes outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. And that'll be his third foul so far. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they let it fly from downtown. Here's the kid, covered by Parker.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Rebound the Lakers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The Kings shooting in this game, 45%. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise. And they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
And it's a nice month he's having. Something's got him motivated. He's become a much bigger contributor offensively. He's settled into the kind of groove that every player wants to get in.
Outside, Fox. Barnes outside from deep three-point range. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
On the wing, Barnes. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And it's Fox with the jam.
Puts the knee in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now, here's Green. Howard with it. Clock at 4. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here for
Are you kidding me?
Woo! My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And here are the Kings now after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Fox on the mark with the 15-footer. Fox has got 19 points.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Had really for a long time the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
Here's the kid following the basket by Buddy Hield. Davis, the pass to the kid. On the wing, Davis. Clock at 6. A putback. Lang grabs the board. The Kings have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Green with the block. And here we go. Here's Rojo. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 31 points for the kid. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
That is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance.
And then to dunk it with authority. Wow.
Tell you what, fellas, that's working the wavelengths together there. Those guys clearly on the same page.
Fox. And it's Lang. That time on the assist by Fox. Fox has got 5 assists in the game. Lakers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. The kid passes to McGee. Here's the kid, guarded by Fox. McGee's shot is off. Kings have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Hield against Green. A lot of players keep track of their stats, their own team stats. But Clark, how much do guys pay attention to stats in game?
I have no idea. I mean, I know stat sheets are given to the coaches during the timeouts throughout the game, but I don't think players in general are able to monitor their numbers. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. I imagine every team may have a player or two that can chart his numbers during the game. But the vast majority are too occupied with playing the game to keep up with the stats.
And they're looking up at the scoreboard, too, aren't they? Because they give individual stats up on the board.
Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you that, and then watching replays is one of my pet peeves with players. I mean, they should just focus on playing the game instead of always looking up to see if they fouled it.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for the Kings. Here's Fox. He's got 19. And Bjelica has it in the corner. Again, the miss by the Kings. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And the Lakers call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
What's a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
Kyle Kuzma. Here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Len. Parker comes in for Harry Giles. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Bielitsa. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Green, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's the kid in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Hield. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Rashawn Holmes out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Fox in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Rojo. Rebound by Parker.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Offside Fox. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
The Kings trail by 21. The wide open look here for Fox. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 8 rebounds in this game. Now the pass to the kid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
And here is Parker. And Fox has it in the corner.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Hield outside. Tries it from the top of the key. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Green. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Hield. Outside, Fox. Got a piece of it. Holmes kicks to Barnes. 5 on the clock. Floats it up for James. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
The shot's good from the kid. The kid's got 41.
Boy, he's filling it up right now. Getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Here's Fox. Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen. They feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masked.
Look at that!
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Sacramento with the ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Barnes outside. Over LeBron, and that one's good. Barnes.
Yeah, you called it, Kevin. And Barnes has run the pick and roll plenty of times before and does a good job at taking what's available.
Here's Rojo, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
Yeah, you know, the refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Healed against Green. Now, here's Fox. Defense right on him. Connects on the foul line jumper. Fox has got 12 points here in the second half.
The handles of Fox, nasty. Remarkable at carving through the defense and creating shot opportunities for himself.
Shot's good from the kid.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now Hield. Outside, Fox. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's James. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Fox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard. And for a couple of years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that.
They get a hand on it. Farrell, that's a 2-pointer. And Davis pulls it down.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better. And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Now, here's Fox. He's covered closely. Sweet little floater. Fox has got 30 points.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Here's Brewer. His 3-pointer is off the mark. LA's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Here's Rojo, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
The Kings making a switch here. Bazemore is checked in. Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. He hits both from the stripe. Fans always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Here's the kid. To the middle. Outside for Murray. 6 to shoot. Tipped away. Here's Brewer. And another three for Sacramento.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Here's the kid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his third personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for two.
Second free throw, no good. Sacramento's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Bazemore, here's Giles, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second personal foul.
Free throw good, Giles. In 2. Murray with it. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.